Hi, this is Natasha from Boss Dreads. One of the most important questions I get asked is what type of length would I need if I want to start my dreadlocks? Now, it's important to understand that the type of method that you use to dreadlock your hair, will reflect on that. So it kind of goes hand in hand. So first of all, it's great to do your research, find out the type of method that's out there. It doesn't matter if you're getting it done by a professional dreadlock artist or you're going to watch a video and you're starting it at home. Find out the type of method that will suit you, because certain method, it doesn't matter if you've got really long hair. You might come out of it, like by the time the dreadlocks is done, half of your length is already gone. So consider the method first, do your research, look around what's best suits you. Now, I've got a bit of a list of certain type of hair that dreads a lot better. Two major ones I find is, one is if you've got very fine straight hair. Fine straight hair is really easy to manipulate, so it dreads a lot more better and it locks in quicker. Most people that have very fine straight hair, they've got a very dry texture to it, so it pretty much rolls itself up and dreads quite easily. That's why you could go to bed and come out and your hair is dreaded. The only thing to consider is when you're getting short dreads, it'll be great to start your dreads off, because it's very fine, so it doesn't really need to be that long. But one of the things that you have to consider is how much fullness will you have in it, so if you don't like the gappy look, meaning you don't want squares in the back of your head or the pattern showing, or you don't want to show a lot of scalp and everything like that, you have to consider how long you want to start off your dreadlocks. So otherwise it can look quite gappy. You won't get that fullness, you know what I mean? And you got to understand, fine hair will, once it's dreaded, it doesn't matter what type of method you're using, it will come a lot more thinner. So it doesn't matter how thick you want it. And most people make that mistake too. They want to start their dreadlocks and they got really fine hair and they go and get these big fat dreadlocks, and then the end product is that they're showing a lot of scalp. It's quite gappy, so fine hair is great to dreadlocks. It can dreadlock quite easily, no matter how much shortness. I would say 5 centimeters to about 8 centimeters up. So that's a really good kind of guideline. But again, if you want that fullness in it, you might want to just let it grow a little bit longer, just so that you don't, it's not so gappy. Secondly, my, top hair to dread a lot easier when it's short is afro hair. Majority of afro hair that I've seen, especially being in Queensland, the weather's quite dry here, locks in very nicely. And the other thing is that with afro hair, it tends to look about this short, but then when you stretch it out, it's quite long. You know what I mean? So depending on the method, again, that you're using, you can really stretch that length a lot more, So it doesn't really have to be that long. I know that a lot of people with afro hair tend to start their dreadlocks by twisting it. That's a good way to start off in the beginning, but you really got to manipulate it a lot to kind of make sure it locks up. Try not to use a lot of products and everything like that, and then you will get the length and obviously work on your regrowth. So for me, that's the two type of hair textures that are great to start if you want to start your dreads and your hair is quite short. I find that if you've got European hair, so anybody that's Asian type of hair, Indian type of hair, European, type of hair, even New Zealand, some New Zealand people have very thick, straight, but their hair is quite strong. I find with this type of hair texture, it needs to be a little bit longer, just in order for you to be able to lock it up, because those type of hair take a little bit longer to manipulate and lock in. And again, method is very important. Depending on the type of method, you know, if you with say in regards to wax and everything, if you got very thick hair, and it's really hard to manipulate, and you're not using peroxide or any type of chemical products to lock it in, some wax might not even hold it in. Do you know what I mean? It might not lock up, and it takes a little bit more work to get it to a mature stage. So with those type of hair, I like to say, look, leave it a good 12 centimeters just to be sure, 10 to 12 centimeters just to be sure, and then it really locks up nicely. I hope this video has been helpful for you guys, or everyone. Leave me a comment, you know, on the type of hair that you have or the type of experience you've had dreading your hair, and any advice you would like. I hope my videos can be helpful for you. Thank you very much.